Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is another review. I think I'm getting sick for once, so my voice is going in and out. It's wash day, so my hair is wet up under here. Don't judge me, but let's get into this review. Y'all already know to like, to comment, to share, to please subscribe to my channel, to be a JayBird, to follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. The name was also on the screen, probably, if I don't forget. But let's get started with this episode. My whole mouth hurts. So we see the episode start off with Contessa. Contessa wants to throw this big old carnival theme party, mainly because when she was in Nashville, she missed all three of her kids' birthdays. Okay, each child who had a birthday she missed it. She was not there, so she feels guilty. So she wanted to throw a whole big "I'm not a absentee parent" guilt trip party to make the kids feel better. I guess so. So she admits how she knew her kids would miss her with her being gone, in school, but she's like, I never fully understood how much it would affect my family because you ain't think about it. I don't think, did you care? Because Contessa's a smart woman. She's very intelligent. So I'm like, how did you not think about, like, dang, is this a smart move? Like, girl, I don't know. So she walking through the house in the backyard with the party planner. I want a carnival ride thing. I want a train. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. How much would all this cost? Oh, about $15,000. $15,000, girl. If you say so, I guess so, but it is what it is. So we then see Quad. Quad is out with Heavenly, and Heavenly is in shoes that you can't walk in. Heavenly say, shoot the person who made some heels. I feel like this. I don't walk in heels. I hate heels. I hate heels. I hate heels. I wore heels in my 20s. I refuse to wear them in my 30s. I am always in some kind of boot. Okay? Not a heeled boot, but a boot nonetheless. Heels are very uncomfortable. They just are. And I don't want to dress being uncomfortable. There's not nan pair of heeled shoes that's comfortable on your feet after 30 minutes. They all eventually just get uncomfortable and your feet go numb. It is what it is. Anyway, but again, Quad and Heavenly is sweetening up because Quad is going on a blind date. Yep, Heavenly has set Quad up, okay, to go Quad, set Quad up on a blind date. And this is the wig Quad decided to wear on her blind date. I do not like Quad in this blind wig, okay? I just don't. But she won't let it go. I don't know I don't like it. I don't. I digress. Anyway, Heavenly is setting her up on the blind date with somebody who she knew in medical school, who she say she has not seen in a while. Well, if you haven't seen him in a while, did you just call up an old class? What if he ain't got his legs? What if his girl? I don't know. Anyway, in walks Quad's date. Dr. Henry Cook. He's 47, okay, never been married, but he has one child that is 1 year old that he never sees. Yes, this is who Heavenly, who says she's a relationship expert, hooked Quad up with on a blind date, okay? Now, when he walked in, I said, I just looked at him like, I was like, that ain't Quad's taste. The first of all, his clothes fit like he used to be larger and he lost weight and he ain't buy new clothes. Like his clothes to me didn't fit his body. And I don't like a man who comes out, and I don't mean fit like, you know what I'm saying, spandex. Oh, I don't mean that. I mean like I like for suits to be tailored, okay? I like a shirt to fit you proper. I like to look at you and say, oh, those are his clothes. Now, who clothes did he go to the Goodwill and get a suit? And what is that? Velvet? A velvet girl. Anyway, so Quad was surprised, okay, at this man walking in. That's her date. But as was I. But again, having said she ain't seen him in a while. He just don't look put together. If that's just my opinion or whatever. So they sit down talking or whatever, and their first question that Heavenly asked him, "What's your credit score?" He said, "I don't even know. I just stay prayed up." I said, "What does that mean?" I don't look. I am a God-fearing woman. The Lord is the head of my life up and through of everything. But I still would not say to anybody, I don't know my credit score because I stay prayed up. God isn't going to raise my credit score unless I do the work. Okay, he can only bless me based on the effort I put into being blessed. So when he said I stay prayed up, I said, "Oh, that means he know his credit score is bad, but he just keeps praying to God it'll get better." But I digress. Okay, they then asked him about, why do you have a 1-year-old kid who you never see? Like what happened with your last ex? Because again, if the kid is 1, this must be a recent person. He then say he and the lady were dating for 4 years off and on, and she would pop up, pop up, pop up. Meaning it was a hit and run. Okay, meaning him saying she would pop up, I'll hit that, and then she'll run away. And then at one point she popped up, he popped in, and the baby popped out. Okay, but again they was off and on. The girl kind of crazy or whatever, and she won't let him see the kid. And I want to be a good father. I know I want to be a good father, but I don't see I'm like, if you a whole dentist, and I'm like, he's a dentist. No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. But I feel like he don't have dentist teeth. I digress. Anyway, but the whole time Quad looking like this, Evan, what have you? Because it was a horrible day. I mean, nothing he said made any sense. But he seemed to be believing his own hype. Girl. Anyway, Quad feel like, it was not a good meeting. It was not a good setup or whatever. Because he has so much going on. He don't know his credit score. He praying to God make it higher. He has the whole baby mama who seems crazy, who would not let him see his 1-year-old son. And technically that means he's kind of a deadbeat. But I digress. I don't know. So, Heavenly get up and say, I'll be right back. She walks away. And Quad say, what are you like? I think he said, I'm like a lamb and a lion. And the lion isn't pretty. Okay. So Heavenly walks away, and we then see another man does walk in. So what did we find out? Heavenly set up count them, two blind dates for Quad in case the top man here did not work out. I say, Lord. We then see Dr. Freddie Wakefield Jr., okay? Another dentist walks in. I will say this. His face is cute. He has a gorgeous face. Except I don't like when plus size men, because he's a heavy set fella, I don't like when their clothes don't fit. His clothes it was just too loose. Nothing, you know, I, but I also get when you bigger, sometimes it's hard to find clothes that fit. Hey, I'm a big girl. I know that, but I dress for my body and I shop at stores that I know that has clothes to fit me. I don't want to ever look ill-fitting, okay, or whatever. But I don't think Dr. Wakefield knows that because again, his clothes for my takes was a little bit too loosey-goosey or whatever. He was in all black, but again, I just feel like a little bit loosey-goosey. So at the table, Quad don't know what Heavenly doing, okay? Because Heavenly then walked away or whatever. So at the table, her and Top Dude here having a conversation. Quad then sees Heavenly walking up to the table laughing with secondary guy, okay? Dr. Wakefield. And I'm like, this is going to be some bullshit here, okay? Heavenly has the guy come to the table and sits him down next to Top Dude here. So Quad like, what are you doing? Top Dude then say, is he the second date? Was I the first date? Like, is it a double thing? And Heavenly says yes. He's date number 2. So Quad is now completely shocked because she didn't know. Quad is shocked. Top Dude is shocked. And bottom Dr. Wakefield here keeps laughing because he's shocked too, but he like, I'm on a date with a beautiful woman, so I don't really care. So the whole time, Heavenly's laughing like it's funny, and I'm looking like Quad don't find it too funny, and neither does Top Guy. Quad don't find it funny because she's embarrassed, Top, because she don't like either person. Let's just say that. Let's call a spade a spade. Top dude is upset because he feel like, oh, I wasn't good enough. This is some bull stuff. You had dude come sit she had him come sit next to them at the table. I say, Quad, girl, Heavenly does not have your best interest at heart. So Quad is so confused and shocked. She gets us, I go to the bathroom, I'll be back. So not quiet in the bathroom, talking to a random white woman who was in the bathroom and telling her about this weird blind date where the second dude then came in and now she's having a secondary blind date and she don't know what to do. First of all, I said, quiet, you don't have no friend that you could have called in the bathroom. You only could talk to the random white woman in the bathroom. Look, if I am ever on the blind, if Karla sets me up on a blind date with two random ass men and it's going crazy and I have to go to the bathroom to talk to someone, I have about 8 people I can call. I can call Carlydia, I can call Shanae, I can call my mama or my sister. Okay, I can call Rain. I can also call Karla to the bathroom to cackle about it. But I'm looking like I would not have a conversation with the random white woman in the bathroom. I digress. So at this point in time, date number 1, top dude, says, I'll be right back. He then walks away and goes somewhere. And they're like, is he going? I know. Is he going to the bathroom? Is he following Quad? Where does he go? To the bathroom with Quad. He walks in. He then say, hey, give us a minute. And I'm like, who he talking to? I know he not asking the camera crew to leave him alone in the bathroom with Quad. Look, that's not gonna happen, bruh. That ain't gonna happen. But he was looking like I said, like, give us the room. Give us the room. So random white woman leaves because she like, I ain't got time for these black problems. I'm out of here. The camera crew, of course, stays. And Quad is completely shocked. She's like, you're in the women's restroom. Like, this is the women's room. He like, I know. You know what I'm saying? It's fine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm strong natured. I'm strong willed like that. This is what I do. Okay. But I didn't know about any of that was going to happen at the table. I did not know that she had someone else coming. Girl, Heavenly then walks in because she seen him go in the bathroom with Quad. And she's like, why are you in the bathroom? Well, this is the women. He's like, I know, but I wanted to come talk to her because I didn't want to leave without saying bye. Meaning, when second dude came, he like, I'm leaving. I ain't doing this. I'm not finna be embarrassed, okay? So he said, my thing was I came to the bathroom to say bye to Quad, okay? He then gives her like a little hug or whatever. All right, you know what I'm saying? All right, we see that we'll talk soon. Quiet to say, have whatever kind of life you're gonna have. Meaning, we're not gonna, no, sir, have a good one, and he leaves. And she's like, I can't believe he came in here. Like, what if I was in here with my panties down? Like, what he would have saw my whole hoo-ha. I'm like, first of all, why didn't you lock it? Because the bathroom had a lock on it. Because when he walked out this time, she locked the door. Girl, it was a mess. It was a whole mess. But first dude then left, whatever. And then, her and Heavenly was laughing. And they go back to the table to talk to the second dude or whatever. And he was talking a good game about how he was married. He has 2 older children. He and his wife were married for 12 years. They divorced because his wife didn't want to do anything. And he's a very, you know what I'm saying, a person who likes to accomplish things. And his wife is kind of didn't want to do nothing. And she didn't like him trying to push her or help her accomplish something when she wanted to be a doctor's wife. That's it, okay? And Quad said, are you... I think she asked him, was he arrogant or was he confident? He said, no, I'm confident. You like a confident man, don't you? She said, yes, I do. He says, I'm confident. I'm not arrogant. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am. I know what I have. And I'm confident in that. And then, okay, that's fine. So for a second, I'm like, oh, is Quad feeling him because him saying this? And she said no, she would not go on the date with either one of them again. I said, girl, it was a great start to the episode, to see the foolishness of it all. Girl, Girl. And she Heavenly is not a matchmaker. She is not. I feel like she didn't know any of those men well enough, but you should know Quad well enough to know them two was not her style. Simply because Quad don't want no man who's going to control, not control. Quad gonna want somebody she can kind of control, cause she don't want to be controlled. Quad would have to be with a man who will let her lead. Cause girl, I guess so. We see Buffy. Buffy go see Simone. We don't see Buffy a lot, but y'all know Buffy the new girl. Let me show you who Buffy is. Buffy's the new girl. You know what I'm saying? That's Buffy. So I'm gonna talk as y'all see Buffy, so y'all can remember Buffy's face. So I'm not gonna put up her face too often. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like putting up too many pictures all the time. But Buffy goes to Simone's office because she's nervous. Buffy is nervous about seeing doctors and everything. Buffy is also married to, I think, a psychologist, if I'm not mistaken. So, or psychiatrist, one of the two. But she's nervous about seeing doctors or whatever. She goes to Simone, and I'm like, why is she going to Simone with a rolling luggage? You got a regular purse? I think it's weird when people go to doctor's offices with like a whole like luggage of stuff. I'm like, girl, where's your purse? You just your cell phone and your wallet, okay? What's your ID card? I'm just saying this what it is. But you know, maybe she came from work, and that's just her lug around bag. I don't know, but she goes to Simone because she said, I have a lump under both my arms, but the lump on one side is larger than the other, and it's been there for about 6 months. And I know you're gonna think I'm done for doing it, and I know that or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm nervous about doctors because doctors never give me good news, okay? She also brings up how she's scared because her family has a history of cancer, breast cancer, things like that. So her mother, her aunt, and her great grandmother have all been diagnosed with forms of cancer. I think her great grandmother and her aunt both had breast cancer, and her mother had a different kind of cancer. I can't remember which one, but they have, it's in her, it's hereditary. So she's nervous that she feels these lumps on both sides, under her arm or whatever, and it's been there for months and it hasn't went away, and so she's just nervous. So Simone, like, it's okay, we'll get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? Have you gotten a mammogram before? It's like, yeah, I've had one. I haven't had one in 2 years, but I've had one before. But again, I'm just nervous, and so Simone does an exam, and she, feels both sides, whatever. And she brings up how she thinks it's just extra. I forgot the word she said, but she does not think it's cancer. It's extra glands or extra something that has formed there. But you need to get a mammogram and still get them checked out. But I don't think it's cancer. But I will go with you to your other appointments, when need be. Okay, and we see that part in the beginning, and then I'll follow up later. So, Dr. Jackie is not only remodeling her house, she also has bought a new office space because her old office, they have outgrown it. They need more space, so she has bought a whole new building that she now owns. The space, it's a lot of space. It's enough space for them to house what they have now. It's enough space for when they grow larger. And that's what people have to understand. Sometimes you can't buy a building or rent space to cover just what you have now if you plan to grow. If you can afford it, you do want to get a space that has a little bit more room so that if you grow even more, you don't outgrow your location. It just makes sense or whatever. So again, since Curtis has retired from coaching, he is now the product manager for this new remodel of the office. It's under construction. Like it has walls or whatever, but you can tell they are still finishing on everything or whatnot. So Jackie's just excited because she's like, this new level of success that she has with the new house, her and Curtis being good, now this new business or whatever. And she brings up how she's happy that Curtis kind of gets how she's growing and doing all these things or whatever, and that he's now involved in what she's doing. He can even come to the office and help. He said, yep, I can come in there and see patients. No, Curtis, you cannot see any patients. Calm down, bruh. Okay. But again, she also lets him know how she appreciates all that he's doing because, again, he's the project manager, helping the building get done and be on top of that. And it's really hard to get a good, PM project manager, to run things so that you're not concerned with what things, how things are going or whatever. So that's cool. So the rest of the episode was all Contessa's big party. Okay, Contessa had a whole big party or whatever. Um, Contessa the whole time was yelling and fussing. Okay, right before it started, yelling and cussing and fussing at anybody and anyone who was around because things was not put together, things were not done right, and she just cussing and fussing, yelling at the staff, at Scott. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm like, girl. If I paid 15 grand for a party, I would be cussing and fussing too, but only at people who I paid to be here. If I paid 15 grand, I'm gonna cuss and fuss at everybody who's shooting on their job. I'm not gonna cuss and fuss at my husband. Where are the decorations? We paid $300 what? I'm like, oh my god. And this guy was like, okay. And you kind of get a feel for it. Is that how she's when she's stressed? Because you can tell she was stressed. And she was stressed, and she was just like, oh, what? But I feel like if that's how a person reacts to being stressed and worry about things happening, that's not productive. Not for her marriage, not even for her children to see that's how mommy handles things. Because they'll then grow up thinking when stuff isn't right, I need to cuss and fuss and get it together. I digress. So, Scott brings up how she been fussing at me all day and all night. Okay? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, as he's trying to get her attention to calm her down, she's so consumed with, okay, the car coming here, the train is here, this is this, and this is that, and doing so much. He like, all right, I'm gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because she's preoccupied with trying to make everything perfect, because again, she feels guilty about missing his birthday and being gone. So in her mind, this party has to be absolutely perfect, or it will mess up how my kids think about me. They already know I missed their birthdays. They already know I've been gone. So mommy has to make this party be perfect. But I'm like, if you calm down and just breathe, kids is happy with pool, food, and some games. You have all that. Take a breath, Contessa, take a breath. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? Now, she was also smart because she had a train that would take people from the bottom of the property to the main house. Because when you have so many people come to a party, they all can't park in your driveway. Okay, they have to park on the street or wherever, I'm not sure, and then walk up. And she had a train that would take people from one place to, that was a kiddie train. A kiddie train, but a train nonetheless. So it was funny because Heavenly got there, and Heavenly took the train from the bottom of the property to the top of the property, and she was on there with their son, with Contessa and them sons or whatever, with son because you don't have two sons, and I guess she's like, oh, it's okay, I don't need to see, but whatever, I'm gonna ride it. But as they was driving up, the kids had been playing in the pool, so the seat was wet, and she then get upset, not really upset, but it was funny to see her questioning Contessa. So I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me it was wet? Like, my ass is wet. What am I doing with this? And I'm, first of all, stop cussing in front of children. I hate when anybody cuss in front of other people's children. Because how do you know I want my kids to know what cuss? Like, we don't cuss around DJ. Well, my mom and Veronica don't cuss at all. But I cuss. But I never cuss around DJ. And we make sure whoever is around don't cuss around DJ. When he was younger. Now that he's older, some other people do whatever, but it's not a big deal. But when he was younger, we didn't allow anybody to cuss around him. And if they did, hey, DJ's here. You can't hear that. Because then he'll repeat the words or whatever. But anyway, it was funny because her butt was wet, Heavenly. But I'm looking like you can tell that she sat in something wet versus it looking as if she, pissed her pants. It was just funny for her to be upset that the kid didn't tell her that the thing was wet. He's a kid. He don't care. They're having fun. He in the pool. So we do see Simone and Cecil get there, whatever. They are happy that they are out of the kids' party phases with their kids. We also see Buffy and her husband, talking about how, we always wanted kids or whatever. But sometimes we come to kids' parties, you know what I'm saying, I am happy we don't have kids. Buffy said, but I'm sad. I want children. And I get sad when we come here and we don't have any. I'm like, well, that's sad or whatever. But it was a lot of kids there. It looked like it had to be at least 100 kids. It looked like they just invited every kid from their school in their same grade, and all the kids came. It was at least 100 kids all over the property, okay? But I'm not great with this. So we do see Scott talking to Cecil about him and Contessa, whatever, and how, he feel like Contessa's overcompensating for what she missed about this big ass party, okay? And then, you know what I'm saying, it's just a lot going on or whatever, and how Contessa told him, I think we need counseling, and this is the counselor I think we should go to. And Scott said, I wonder, like, do we need counseling? Cecil said, yes. Yes, I do. You know, and it's fine that you agreed to go, even though you don't know if y'all need it, but y'all do need it, okay? Now, we do see Contessa talking to Heavenly and bringing up how, you know what I'm saying, her and Scott is not in the right place right now, whatever, and how they're like 2 shifts past in the night to where, you know, they just kind of pass, you know what I'm saying? There's no intimacy either in their marriage, which means they ain't fucking. Okay, which makes it worse. Okay, because ain't nothing worse than being pissed off at your man and then being in the bed with that nigga and y'all don't have sex. If I'm pissed off at you, we gonna still bang. Okay? I'm sorry. Anyway, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So she's like, you know, we're going to counseling to get it figured out. Cool, cool, cool. We do see, we see like Simone, who's in some shorts or whatever, and, you know, Heavenly Numbers kind of teasing her about her butt. She had a big butt. Heavy then say she should buy some ass like Quiet Part. I said, oh Lord. When she let it slip and she said Simone should buy some ass the same way Quiet bought her ass. And then she paused and realized what she said. And then the producers is petty and they showed old footage of Quiet's little butt before she got her butt done or whatever. Well look, you know, I mean, not Quiet didn't buy her butt, but that's all Quiet's. And she winked, meaning we know Kawhi got about, you know, whatever. Anyway, but, you know, she can buy some butt. Okay, I guess so. Now, we do see Toya Boys is there, too. Mariah's also. Everybody was there. And when Toya's sons was like, oh, we don't want to get in the pool. And Mariah said, why don't y'all get in the pool? Like it's pool or whatever. One of her sons said, the pool is dirty. This is dirty. And Mariah gonna say, the kids don't lie. The pool may be filthy or something like that. I feel like with all them kids, the pool now probably is dirty. Who knows what them kids dropped in that pool? Who knows when the kids took baths? The pool could really, 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 really be dirty. And Toya was like, yeah, like don't get in that pool or whatever because no, just stop, whatever. Leave it alone. It's too many people in the pool and who knows what's going on. I'm like, where the lifeguards at? But they also had lifeguards. So it was a great, huge pool party. They have a cake eating time and the Scott and Contessa so much not in sync to where Contessa was walking behind Scott, so Scott did not see her, and the one daughter was by Scott, and he said, "Oh, I ain't seen you the whole day." Scott picks up his daughter and kind of, you know, kind of play people on a swinger, swung the little girl's legs dead right into Contessa, and Contessa kind of flew back. I'm looking like, "Oh Lord, it's okay, Mom's okay, it's okay," and she's like, "He don't even see me." We was behind them, Contessa. Wholeheartedly, it was still funny nonetheless. So the party ends. All the kids had a great time. She brings up how, you know, I'm so sorry that I've been stressing or whatever, you know what I'm saying, about this party. I know I just, you know, I went about things the wrong way or whatever, you know, and I realized I did not need to go so hard like I have been going about this party. Okay, I did not need to do that. So they both agree that they know they're not in a good place. They know they are not on track and they need to fix it and they know this and they acknowledge it or whatever. So the ending episode is just Buffy and Simone goes with her to get her mammogram, even though she won't get any real results today. She can still get a kind of a peace of mind based on the scan or whatever. She brings up how the reason I don't like doctors, the doctors don't give you no good news. She then brings up how when I married my husband, we were so happy, we wanted to have a family, whatever, and you know we kept trying this and trying that, trying all these things, and you know kids just was not in our future. Meaning she for some reason she can't have kids. Now she didn't say that out her mouth. She did not say I cannot have kids. What she said was we tried to get pregnant, we tried IVF, we tried all these things, and none of it worked, and we don't have children. So to me that means either she can't have kids or he can't give her kids. But either way it go, they can't have children. Okay? And so for her, again, each time I went to a doctor, no doctor has ever given me the good news. So I'm nervous about going to any doctor because I never get good news. But they do say like it looks like, the scan showed that it's not cancer. She has to wait, I think, 3 months to come back. They will call her if the scans come back abnormal or whatever. But right now, she seems to be good. But I'm like, girl, we see for the next episode, honey. Jackie was on stage, honey, and Jackie yelled out, well, Buffy should know how I feel about me not having kids because you stare, you're infertile. I say, what? Jackie, when Jackie, because she's infertile, I said, oh Lord. And you can see Buffy was shocked. So I can't wait. I don't know if that's the next episode, but I think they said, maybe it is the next episode. Honey, we have to see. Anyway, that's the whole episode. Let me end it here. I will talk to y'all tomorrow or just later, because I'm going to bed now with the wet hair. Anyway.